Tomorrow morning, Burr.
Burr, yeah,
it's back.
You got your spring colors on right now. So you tried to brighten the mood here a little bit.
I do what I can.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a return to reality tomorrow. We have been living kind of in a little bit of weather fantasy land, and you know that can't last. So let's go ahead and talk about it. You've got cold temperatures coming tomorrow morning. There'll be some sun mixed with the clouds. It'll be breezy, and it will be cold, but that's normal. Upper 20s. You look at the middle of the day. Okay, that's not quite so normal. A lot more clouds around, windy, cold. Will be in the low 30s. And in fact, we don't get to normal tomorrow afternoon. Normal high would be in the low 40s. We'll be 5, 6, 7 degrees below on a breezy day with some sunshine returning late. So we're going to go from 30 above or 25 above to 6 below normal. Not quite a balance yet, but there's time. Let's go ahead and talk about it again. And as we go to the wind gusts, which today were between 40 and 50, we have now seen these slacken off into the 15 to 25 mile per hour range out of the northwest, so they are a colder wind coming in. Nothing showing up on the MaxTrack Live Doppler. When radar breaks, we fix it. And so MaxTrack Live is scanning the sky again, and we've got everything up and working for you, and we'll be looking at some stuff toward the weekend. For tomorrow, what's 30 degrees among friends? I mean, really, we're going to go from pre-spring back to winter tomorrow. In the 8-day, that winter's going to hang around for a while. And in the weekend, the snow chances are increasing at least a little. We'll have that for you coming up. Normal high would be 41. Okay, we've been in the mid-60s the last 2 days. We're 5 degrees away from the record today of 71 from 1937. So that long-standing record continues. But there you go. Get the clown whistle out again from the mid-60s to the mid-30s as temperatures plummet heading into the weekend. So we'll take it back to 5 o'clock. We still had that bubble of warmth coming across central and eastern Kentucky. That bright white line right there, that's the freezing line. As we've gone through this evening, that continues its march southward. That's the borderline for the really cold air. You can see it hasn't gotten to Indy yet, still not to St. Louis, but it has passed by Chicago. It'll be arriving here before dawn. So get set for the cold. You're looking at temperatures now. Again, this is what our normal high should be. Low 40s. 43 right now, Richmond, 41 in Danville, 43 London, Williamsburg, and Somerset, 40 out of Flemingsburg, 41 at the Bluegrass Airport with a west wind at 9. The air is still fairly dry. So for midnight, here's your secondary cold front. The first one came through about 4 o'clock today, dropped our temperatures back to basically normal. So that secondary front comes in the pre-dawn hours, winds go northwest, and we will feel that cold Canadian air piling in. You can see the clouds that'll try and hold on for a good chunk of the day, and that just instability that we'll have around. Then the big cold high builds in, gives us a very cold start to Thursday morning. We're down in the teens. Meanwhile, what was a big area of low pressure out in the Pacific yesterday is splitting tonight. By Thursday morning, you can see the two separate systems. Now they're going to come back together somewhere to our west, and that will eventually play a role in what we see falling over the weekend. But until that happens, it's just dry and cold. But let's take a look at the European model here. We'll start your Friday evening, and it does depict snow coming out for at least a decent chunk of the air for a while going into the weekend. The rain-snow line, of course, cuts through Kentucky. Do not be surprised as this thing gets into a better data-rich environment as it gets ashore later on the night and tomorrow. That rain-snow line may try and drift north with time as we get closer to the weekend. Increasing clouds, much colder. Still can't rule out a flurry with the secondary front. We'll be in the upper 20s tonight. Windy and cold tomorrow, some sun, but a lot of clouds. Mid-30s, so we're a little bit below normal, even more so on Thursday when we're around freezing. Still in the 30s on Friday. Rain and snow possibilities for the weekend.